So in here, navigate to hub.docker.com, and what I want to do is to create an account in here. So if I click on sign up, you can see that here you can create an account, but I already have an account, so I'm going to sign in, and my Docker ID is Amigos Code, and then I'm going to add my password. There we go. Now I'm going to sign in, and in this page right here, what it's showing me is my repositories. So have a look. I have this public repository, this one here. So this is the game that we, that you played with, right? At the beginning of this course, 2048. Then this one was a mistake actually. And then this was actually for a tutorial in here. I've said /private. And then there's one for Kubernetes in here. And if I scroll down, one for website. So I don't have many repositories, but here you can create as many public repositories as you wish. So you've seen that if I open up my terminal, and in here, if I, for example, so you can even type together, so you can say docker and then pull, and then here Amigos Code /Kubernetes. So have a look. So in here, if I go back, so this is Amigos Code /Kubernetes. And if I open, you can see that I do have a bunch of tags in here. So I've got, for example, a front end, I've got a couple of microservices in here, but let's say that I want to basically pull the front end. Here, I can just say column. So this is the tag that I have, and the tag was front end dash and then v1. Enter. And you can see that I'm able to pull this image, right? Now you can pull any public image you can pull without authenticating. Now in here, so what I have is, so if I come here for a second or go back for a second, in here I do have this repository which is private right here. So let me go back for a second, and then here I'm going to say, so let's just pull Amigos Code and then private. Now let's see what's going to happen. Have a look. So error response from daemon, pull access denied. And this is because I'm not authenticated through the CLI. So to authenticate, we can say docker login and then /help and have a look. So here we can pass the password, and we can also pass the username, and you can also log into Azure in here. So what I want to do is, let's just say docker and then log in, and you'll see that this will actually take the username from standard in. So if I press enter, have a look. Now it's asking me for my username, so Amigos Code, and then my password. And there we go. You can see that now login succeeded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull Amigos Code /private and have a look. You can see that by default, if you don't specify a tag, it gets latest, and you see that this worked. So this is how you authenticate yourself against Docker Hub to pull private images, right? So for example, if you are using ECR or GCR or even GitHub packages, the authentication process is a little bit different. But you can see here, for example, this is how they recommend you. So you say doc login, and then you specify the actual registry, which is ghcr.io, and then you pass the username and then a password. So you can see that it's a little bit different, right? But for Docker Hub, we can just say docker login in here. So if I say help as well, or again, you can see docker login, and basically you can then pass the password. So you can pass the password, well, actually, my bad. You can pass the username right here, and you can say take the password from standard in. Now what I want to show you is, so in here, let's together navigate into cd and then the root of your user. So the root And then in your root folder, so in here, I'm already in my root folder. You can see that I do have dot and then Docker. And in here, if I type ls, have a look. We do have this config.json. So if I say cat and then config.json, there we go. Have a look. So you can see that auth in here. This is HTTPS index.docker.io, and then the cred store is desktop. This is how you can configure the auth credentials for the corresponding Docker registry. So if you have any questions on authenticating, please do let me know. Otherwise, catch me in the next video.